Hi there, this is Joran Lexo from Prosa Tutorials and welcome to this video. And in this video I'm going to explain how you can pass a Kindle ebook cover to a paperback cover for Createspace. So let's get started. So the first thing that you want to do is go to this web page that belongs to Createspace. And if you want, you can click on the link on the description from this video so you can immediately go to this web page. And basically what you want to do is create a template for your cover so you can make everything a lot easier and faster by using this option. So you go to configure your template, and over here you want to select interior type. In this case I'm just going to leave black and white, but you have other options. Then trim size, 5 inches by 8 inches. I typically like to use this size, but you have to choose the correct one. And the most common one is 6 inches by 9 inches. Then you want to choose the number of pages that your book has. Let's say 200 pages. And paper color, I'm just going to leave white, and I'm going to build template. Now what you want to do is you want to click here to begin download so you can download this zip file to your computer. So I just click on this link and it immediately starts downloading this file. You will have something similar to this zip file over here. What you need to do is simply unzip this file. Once you do that, you will get another file, which is this one. And once you double click over here, you can see that I have two different files. The one that I want to use is this one. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass to Photoshop, which is an image editor program. But this is not a completely free software. It's the one that I prefer to use. However, you can find other free options out there, such as Gimp and other softwares that basically do the same thing as Photoshop. So I'm going to pass to Photoshop so I can create my cover now. Okay, so now I have over here my Kindle cover, and as you can see, it's in the Photoshop format, so it's not in JPEG or another format. And I have all of the different layers, and this allows me to more easily adjust the sizes of my cover to the paperback one. So what I'm going to do now is simply open my template. And for me to do that, I go to File, I press Open, and then you need to search for your template. My template is this one, and I'm just going to press Open, and you can see that now I have the template which I want to work with. As you can see, you have some pink borders. This is where you don't want to have any kind of writing, okay? If you have any writing on this pink borders, they won't accept your cover. So what I like to do is just put this, I like to put this lines over here because it allows me later on to more easily adjust the sizes of my cover once I start filling it with a background and so on. It's quite hard for me to do this. So I just click over here on the side, and you can see that it brings a horizontal line, which allows me to more easily guide everything. And this is not actually allowing me to do this, so I need to do this, zoom in, so I can adjust the line over here better. This one too, and this one too. Okay, this is about that. I'm going to zoom out. So this is something that requires for you to have some basic understanding of Photoshop. If you don't have any kind of understanding of Photoshop or using another image editing software, then it might be quite hard for you to do this, and I recommend for you to go, for example, to a website called Fiverr.com. You can pay $5 for someone to do this work for you, and that's actually something that later on you might want to do once you have more books published on Createspace and also on Amazon. So now what I do is simply I grab all of the layers that I have over here. I'm going to grab all of these layers. I just select the shift button from my keyboard and I simply go to the first layer that I have over here, always holding the shift button. And as you can see, that this allows me to select all of these different layers. Now what I do is I simply drag and drop to my paperback cover, just like this. Now I have all of these different layers over here. So now I'm just going to select, I have everything selected, and now I'm just going to readjust the difference over here, my cover. And as you can see, it doesn't look that good because I will need to readjust the sizes a bit better. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of my layers and I'm going to do a background that will fill all of this cover over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer. So I go to layers, I select this blank page on the bottom so I can create a new layer. And I already have everything selected, but if you don't have everything selected, what you can do is you go to your toolbox on the side and you select the rectangle marquee tool. Then you select all of this spacing over here. Then you choose the bucket and you select the color that you want for this. Okay, you select the color that you want for this. I go to this first rectangle on the bottom, and in this case I'm going to select, let's say, yellow for this, or some color like that. It's just so you can see it better, my background, because I have already over here a black layer, and this way allows you to more easily see everything. So now I have a background, and that's the reason why I first added these lines, because this now allows me to more easily adjust the sizes of my image. Now what I'm going to select is the black background over here, and this could be an image that you have has a background. So this is something that you need to adjust in a way that it doesn't look like your image has been stretched. So what I do is I simply drag this to the top, and I have this small arrow selected. So this allows me to basically readjust the position of my image, and then I simply drag this to the very bottom, just like this. Okay, so you need to, if you have an image that has your background, you need to be careful with this, or else it will seem as it has been stretched and it won't look good as your background. So now I'm going to the over here to this white rectangle I have over here, and I'm basically going to do the same thing as I did before, and in this case I'm going to stretch a bit over here, and I'm just going to leave it this way. Now I'm going to grab my name. One thing that you may want to do is have over here this line so it allows you to better center things. And I'm going to select my name, and basically this is what I do. I select everything and I just try to adjust everything that I have. Once again, you don't want to have, for example, this happening, okay? You don't want to have letters or any kind of letters passing this border, or otherwise they won't accept your cover. So over here I'm going to just increase a bit the sizing of these letters, just like this. I'm going to do the same thing for another area. So in this case, make. I'm going to select make, and I'm going to increase the sizing a bit. Let's say to 60. I'm going to align things to the center. And to the same thing for money, and in this case money, let me see, I'm going to select money has my layer. I'm going to select the T, and I'm going to increase the sizing a bit. And basically this is what you do. You just increase the sizings, try to adjust everything, see that nothing actually passes the borders, as I already said. And of course your paperback cover will look probably a bit different from your Kindle version, because I mean, you need to readjust all of the sizing until it looks good. And now there's just from home, once again I'm going to increase the sizing over here from home to 36. Sure, you want to be more cautious than I am being with my cover. You want to readjust everything so it may look nice and well aligned. I'm just doing this quite fast so you can get an idea of what exactly you need to do. Now I'm going to select over here this test below. I'm going to do the same thing, increase the sizing a bit to 40, and just put over here on the bottom. Try to have the paperback cover looking as much similar as possible to your Kindle version. As I said previously, it may be quite hard sometimes, but you try your best, of course. Actually, this didn't increase the sizing. Let's put 20 points, and over here also 20. Okay. And I'm going to also reposition this just like this. Okay, so this is the front cover. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the back of my book. So what I'm going to do is choose once again the rectangle marquee tool. If you want to, you can do this, or you can leave the background color as I left. And in this case I'm just going to select this area, which is my background for my book. And in this case I'm going to choose the bucket. I'm going to select black, and I'm going to make this black. I'm just going to leave the middle section of my book yellow, okay, and the rest will be black. Now what you want to add to the back, it's really up to you. You can add your photo and explaining who you are, or you can have a brief description of your ebook, your book in this case. It's really up to you what you want to add over here. So I'm just going to add an example. I'm going to select another font, let's say Arial, and I'm just going to write something over here. Let's say this. In this case I need to select another color. Let's say white. This book I like to always add a brief description of my book over here. And once again, you want to align everything. Make sure everything is well aligned. Actually, I'm not sure if this line doesn't seem, I think over here it's the middle. It's about that. Sure, you want to adjust this line better than I did, so you can put it exactly in the middle. And as I said, you can add your photo, you can add a brief explanation over here about yourself, and that will be the back. Now what I do is I'm going to flip my book so I can write something in the middle section. Okay, so what I do is I go to image, and I'm going to rotate. In this case, I think it's counterclockwise, if I'm not wrong. Okay, it's counterclockwise. This allows me to write something in the middle more easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the name of my book. Once again, I select the T so I can write test over here. So let's say make money. And once again, I need to decrease the size of this font, because as you can see, once I zoom in, you can see it better. As you can see over here, it's actually passing the borders, and since it's passing the borders, this will not be accepted by Createspace if I leave it this way. So make money from home. So I'm going to decrease the size. I'm going to select everything. I did that by selecting over here. As you can see, I have the cursor and I select Control A and it selects everything. And I'm going to decrease the size a bit. Let's say to 18 pixels. It's still too large. Let's put 60 pixels over here. And I think it's about that. Let me see. Yes, it's about that. And actually I need to decrease a bit more to 15, 14 pixels. Just like that. And I'm going to make this bold. Actually I need to clean over here because you can see that I have some scratches. This is something that I put on top of my letters to give this scratching appearance to my letters. So I'm going to select that layer, which is which is this one, and I'm going to just delete this over here because it looks bad, just like that. Okay, now what I do is I just put over here my name. So I want to put my name. I'm actually going to this piece of text that I created previously, and I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm just going to grab this, drag this to the other side, and try to align things well. And I'm just going to grab this, delete everything, and just write my name, Jordan Alexo, just like this. And now I'm going to once again align this. And once again, you want to align everything right. I'm just making this quite quickly so you can see how you do this. You want to align everything right. You want to adjust the images of your cover right. Just make sure you never pass the borders with your letters or they won't accept your book in Createspace. So now I'm going to image, and I'm going to once again turn my book around, image, rotate, and in this case 90 degrees, just like this. Zoom out, and basically I have my Createspace cover done. That's how you can do stuff. And just make sure if this part is actually not passing. No, it's not. So now I'm going to, now the thing that you need to do is go to over here. You want to select everything just like this, rasterize everything, and you want to merge all of these layers down just like this. You can have one single layer. Now you go to image. Okay, this is really important. You go to image and you select image size, and over here you want to make sure that you have 300 resolution. You want to have 300 resolution. This is really important. I already have it, but if you don't have this resolution, make sure that you have it, or else your cover won't be accepted. Okay, so press OK. I already have it, so I don't need to do this. And I'm just going to save this file. So I'm going to save this file. I'm going to save this file as, and in this case I'm going to this file over here, and I'm going to save it as JPEG, just like this. I'm going to give this a name. Let's say Createspace cover, and just press save. and press OK. Now basically what you need to do is just upload this book cover to Createspace and you're basically done. If you did everything correctly and you don't have any kind of font passing your borders, they will accept your cover, and that's basically all that you need to do for this. Anyway, if you would like to learn how you can make a lot of money selling Kindle ebooks and also Createspace books and so on, then I recommend for you to check one of the best video courses out there called My Kindle Publishing. All you need to do is just click on the link that you can see on the description from this video so you can check out this video course. Okay, that is all for this video. If you have any questions, just leave on the comment section right below. I will try to reply as quickly as possible. And also leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can receive my weekly video updates where I talk about WordPress and internet marketing. So that is all for now. Stay tuned with pro site tutorials and bye.